why does the world of statistics want to give a rise people's party sleepless night by proving that even with subsidy removal, Nigeria still has one of the lowest fuel price on earth? What is Reno Omokri trying to achieve here? This Reno Omokri now making this statement, okay, and he call it good news for Nigerians and bad news for Arise People's Party. Which party is Arise People's Party? Eh? I don't understand why Reno Omokri is always controversial in all that he's doing. Okay, so now they now put up a list of gasoline prices in dollars across the world. They say from Iran it is $0.029. Libya it is 0.031. Okay, Venezuela is 0.035 per liter. Kuwait is $0.340 per liter. Algeria is 0.344. Egypt is $0.405 per liter. Kazakhstan is $0.468 per liter. So none of them is up to $1 yet. Russia is $0.608 per liter. Saudi Arabia is 0.0621. Nigeria is 0.692. UAE is 0.795. Indonesia is 0.933. USA is 0.963. Pakistan is 0.984. Argentina is 0.997. Bangladesh is 1.129. Australia is 1.152. Japan is 1.153. Brazil is 1.157. Turkey is 1.205. China is 1.213. And Canada is $1.247 per liter. So it's called good news for Nigeria and bad news for Arise People's Party. So why are they not? Why is Reno Omokri trying to make it a special case here? Because even these countries that were mentioned, have you checked their cost of living? Have you checked their political stability? Have you checked their power, energy, and infrastructure? Have you checked everything about their government that are more stable than Nigeria? Have you checked their level of development? Have you checked the corruption among the political leaders in those countries? Have you checked the per capita income of each of these countries? Have you checked their GDP? Have you checked everything about these countries and compare them? It's not just fuel price that we are comparing here. Compare development, compare stability, compare security, compare corruption, compare everything in those industrialization, compare the economies, compare everything before you say Nigeria should be like them. Because right now, look at their level of education, their dropout, terrorism in those countries. Just check everything and tell us that everything that is obtainable in those countries are obtainable in Nigeria. Nigeria is still going to those countries to borrow money. So how many of those countries have come to Nigeria to borrow money? That is it. So I just don't understand why Reno got to this level. I tell you the truth. It is a very disheartening information because it's not just about fuel price. Okay, now as those people are selling their fuel at those prices, is it bringing inflation? Is it increasing inflation, increasing cost of living, and devaluing their currency in that country? In Nigeria, currency is being devalued. Inflation is almost at 27.5% as we speak. So what else can you say about that? What is the inflation number of those countries? And what is the inflation number of Nigeria? What negative impact has their fuel price brought to them? And availability of the fuel. They refine it. Do they import fuel or they refine it among themselves there? These are the questions that need to be answered. Yeah? Nigeria is importing it. We have a refinery that cannot work. Inflation rate is high. Dollar is not available. So what are you talking? The politicians are stealing Nigeria dry. Are those politicians in those countries stealing their country dry? Those countries have perfect rule of law according to their system of government. Do we have rule of law in Nigeria? No. So there are other things that count, not just the fuel price that people are bringing to the public. And then the same Reno is going ahead to say, for the first time in every long time, food inflation dropped in Nigeria. But don't expect to hear this from Arise People's Party. But who are the people he's calling Arise People's Party? Is it because of Arise News Television that is anchored by Oseni Rufai and his people? Because I'm sure that is where he's trying to throw tantrum now. That is it. That is where he's trying to throw tantrums. And let me ask, is Reno buying this kind of food? Is Reno buying this kind of food? Look at the food is displaying here in the local market. Is this take this food to the grocery and see if they will be the same price? That is the truth. Look at the way they are shaded in the open market. Is this how food is handled in all over the world? Now he's in the US. Has he seen any shop where they're shading food like this in any of the grocery shops? Oh, wow. So for the first time, a very long time, food inflation dropped in Nigeria. But don't expect to hear this from Arise People's Party. Which one is Arise People's Party? That is the question. And why does Punch want to spoil market for the Arise People's Party? These are the questions he's asking. Naira appreciates to 791 naira per dollar in official market. So who is getting the dollar in the official market? That is the question. What is our propaganda? How many people in Nigeria today that needs dollar for their legitimate transactions are getting it directly from the banks? People still go to the black market, parallel market to get it. Even the bank managers themselves cannot swear that they're not connected with the parallel market. Today, they said they want to float Nigerian exchange rate, the Naira exchange rate. When you float it, what happens? The market forces control it. And which section of the market force that's controlling it is the parallel market. So indirectly, Nigerian government has left the dollar exchange rate to Naira to be controlled by the parallel market. So anybody talking official here is wasting time because even the dollar is not available in the official market. Now, what for these people? And this guy, I don't understand. And somebody has gone to him. Okay, he's still pinning there. Say your critics is becoming so irrelevant. You are trying to personalize it to the Eastern people. That is it. Ajero is a mouthpiece of ordinary Nigerian workers. They have corrected him. And he is coming back again to say this is what is happening in the Imo State. Joe Ajero and his Nigerian Labour Congress are trying to punish. Can you imagine? More good news for Nigeria. The U.S. Embassy has spoiled the night for Arise People's Party by reducing the bad news they get drunk on. So this Reno, I don't understand. Can't his people call him to order? Because I don't understand why this guy is so obsessed with the Southeasterners. He's so obsessed with the Southeasterners. It's a very bad thing I'm seeing here. I must say the truth. Arise TV is only a media house for generating bad news. That is what somebody trying to tag Arise News TV now. How? Most wanted Tamaglos. Okay, I say, man, you should be ashamed to post this because you honestly know what's going on. Stop it, please. Yes, it's been warned. Lord, allow Arise to rest. You should allow Arise to rest. Hope it is true. Good news. There's no good news here because the same way they just find a way to, APC government just find a way to pump some dollars into the market, and then there was a panic sale, panic transactions, and that temporarily dropped the price, and they started counting their stories, counting their results that they are achieving. Meanwhile, it didn't last up to a week or thereabout. The price skyrocketed again, the exchange rate skyrocketed again. Because we have not touched the root of the issue of exchange rate in Nigeria, which has to do with the other economic indices other than that drives exchange rate. It's okay. So thank you for listening. Let's have a comment. That's what Omokri is trying to propagate.